team I have second and you have last, the Denver Broncos. Now, I'm very high on the Broncos. Last season, I felt there was a lot of winnable games for them. They just haven't have Teddy Bridgewater at QB. Being able to add Russell Wilson, I think, is going to do wonders for the Broncos. Obviously, he's coming off of one of his worst years of his career last year. A lot of it had to do with injuries. A lot of it just had to do with, in my opinion, bad coaching, bad personnel around him. Obviously, had a great wide receiver duo last year with him, Russell Wilson. But I mean, I don't expect too much out of a guy that is on a bad team that their whole entire offense is run first down, run second down, bail me out third down. It's just not key for success. And I feel like the Broncos, who have Nathaniel Joseph now QB, um, that's Nathaniel Joseph, Nathaniel Packett, head coach now. Um, and I mean, we got to see how he goes ahead and performs that head coach. Obviously, he was the offense coordinator for the Packers last year. Um, but overall, I mean, they got a nice running back duo with Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams to take the load off of Russ. Hopefully, it's not as bad of a situation as he's been in before, as he's got to bail them out. But I really like their receiving group also. I'm a big Cortland Sutton guy. I think he has the opportunity to have a big year this year. Tim Patrick's a solid receiver. Jerry Judy. I don't think anything's going to happen to him, like suspension-wise. I know he was arrested, but you know the NFL, they are sometimes with suspending people for dumb stuff like that. But if he can, play to his potential, you know, don't drop the ball as much, he can have a big year himself. I think the offense has a lot of talent now that they have Russell Wilson at QB. And then we know their defense is amazing, right? The defense had allowed the third fewest points per game in the NFL last year. Just add a decent QB to that. That's an easy playoff team.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like they added Russell Wilson, and you're thinking they go from that to a playoff team. But I feel like it's probably the worst division for Russell Wilson to get traded to. It's because we already said this; they're the best division in football, and I don't know. I wrote for the Broncos. I said can win any game and can lose any game. I just feel all around. I just feel like they're whatever. I feel like their front seven on defense is okay. I mean, they added DJ Reed from the Niners. They added Alex Singleton, who I'm very high on. He's a very underrated player. He gets the job done. But they also lost Shelby Harris in the trade with Russell. Bradley Chubb wasn't even playing last year that I remember. I think he was injured most of the year. But it's more of a, I think they're on the Raiders level to where Raiders, they'll be in every game. I don't think there's going to be a game where the Broncos or the Raiders are getting blown out. I think they're going to be in every game, but I think they're going to lose games that they shouldn't lose. It just happens every year. And there's always those teams that are always like that. And it's usually the Raiders. But I think the Broncos are going to be in that same group this year. And I'm not huge on the Broncos, to be completely honest. It's not that they're a bad team. I think they'd be the best team in another division, like you said. But I think in this division they come in third or fourth, and I don't think it's close.
The Broncos, I feel like, are a very safe team because I feel like they're going to win a lot of games. Like their defense is just too good to have them lose. With Russell Wilson QB, I think there's no way they have a losing record. Personally, there's no way I see that. They had, I think, 7 wins last year, and don't forget Bradley Chubb, like you said, is going to be back. They also had Randy Gregory next to him, who is a good pass rusher. Not elite, but good pass rusher. He's definitely going to help since they
overpaid.
He's still going to help nonetheless.
He is.
I don't know who's their edge rusher next to him last year.
Bradley Chubb just wasn't playing.
Yeah, but it's going to help. They didn't get to the QB at a high rate last year. And also, they did lose Shelby Ayers, but they did bring in DJ Jones, who I think is a really good replacement, a really good run defender. I think he's going to be a very good piece to that defense. And the Broncos, like I said, I personally am very high on them. If any of these teams really, maybe not the Raiders, if you told me that they can make a Super Bowl run, I believe you, because these teams just stacked. but I just
No.
don't see it. I don't see any weakness at all in the Broncos. Like when you talk about the pass game, run game, on offense and defense, I just don't see a weakness in there like I see with like a Chargers.
Linebackers. And because Alex Singleton, I looked on them. They besides edge rushers, they're inside linebackers. He's good. Like I like Alex Singleton, but besides that, they don't have really anybody that's amazing. But
Well, they got Josie Jewell back, right?
Josie
I like
Jewell,
him.
yeah, but isn't he an edge?
Nah, he's a linebacker.
okay. Well, anyways, one thing you're talking about is the defense was top 3 last year, right?
Mhm.
Who was their head coach?
The head coach was Vic Fangio.
The defensive-minded Vic Fangio, that guy.
Mhm.
And you traded him for an offensive-minded guy. So it's kind of like pick your poison. So I think their defense is going to be way worse than it was last year, and their offense is going to be way better than it was last year. Obviously, you added offensive-minded head coach and Russell Wilson, a top 5 quarterback. They're going to be better on offense, but I think they're going to take a hit at defense because of that as well. But I will say something about the defense. Pat Surtain is going to be a top 10 corner this year in my predictions. He's so good.
I mean, is he not already?
No, he's not yet. Come on, top 10?
I think he's earned top 10.
No. We're going to have to make a TikTok on that, my boy. I don't know about that.
I think
You got
Patrick
the name.
Surtain has earned a top 10 ranking.
No, I can name 10 corners better than Pat Surtain.
Name 10 corners.
All right, let me pull it up. Jalen Ramsey. You got to put the fingers up. You got to agree with me.
I don't have to agree with you. Just name 10 corners.
All right, Xavier Howard,
Marshawn Lattimore.
Jalen Ramsey. Let's go. Marlon Humphrey, Jair Alexander. You got Darius Slay's there, Tre'Davious White, Denzel Ward. Who else we got? I think that's 10 already, to be completely honest.
You're at like 6 or 7.
Definitely not 6 or 7. You can't count. Maybe Stephon Gilmore. He hasn't been healthy. See, I'm trying to look up some. AJ Terrell's debatable. I think Surtain's, personally, in my opinion, he's better than him. But everybody's gonna have AJ Terrell over him. Who else we got? I know I'm missing some big name ones. See, you should have told me to prepare for this because I know.
You're the one who brought it up.
I did bring it up, but I'm telling you right now, he's even if all right, so you already have him as a top 10, so that just helps my argument, if anything. I think he's solidifying himself as a top 10, but I don't think he's top 10 yet. But I think he has got all the assets to be a top 10 cornerback. The size, the speed, the man and zone coverage. He's going to be a beast. J.C. Jackson, I don't think he's better than him, but some people do.
He is.
And then
I don't know about that. I think J.C. Jackson's overhyped. Do you think Kenny Moore's better than Surtain?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right, he's not. All right, so I named about like 9 or 10.
But yeah, I guess he's already there. But I think he solidifies himself as a top NFL corner.